If you live in Hall County, Georgia, and you cared all about your gun rights, then you're probably trying to decide between Josh Clark or Drew Echols. Which of these two candidates is actually pro-gun and is wanting to be a champion for your gun rights? Guys, we have some information that we think will be useful. We're going to break down that race for you right now. Hey everybody, I'm Alex Dorr with Georgia Gun Owners, and one of the races our office keeps getting asked about is a Senate race in District 49 between Josh Clark and Drew Echols. Everyone's saying they're pro-gun. Of course, everyone running for a Republican primary in Georgia says they're pro-gun, but they've been asking us, hey, what more do you know about Josh and Drew that would help us make an informed decision? And well, actually, we have quite a lot to tell you about both candidates. Again, I want to talk to the voters in Hall County, Senate District 49. This is everyone living in Gainesville, Oakwood, or the Flowery Branch area. Now, let me just tell you how we've come to have this information. Since the legislative session adjourned, Georgia Gun Owners has sent out surveys to hundreds and hundreds of candidates. Our survey asks all of them the same 10 questions. These are not your mom and pop questions on, do you support the right to hunt, own guns, X, Y, and Z? No, these are very hard, specific questions dealing with the issues that we're fighting for and against in Georgia right now. And so we sent this survey to both Josh Clark and Drew Echols so that way we could tell you where they stand on the issue. So I want to talk with you real quick about Josh Clark. We mailed Josh Clark his survey and he filled it out immediately. Josh did not hesitate, there was no wavering, and he completed it 100%. Josh Clark is a proud supporter of the Second Amendment Preservation Act. A real quick recap, SEPA, as we call it, is the most important gun legislation we've ever seen in Georgia. All it does is it just says, Joe Biden, your tyranny, your federal law, your executive orders, your ATF rule changes, we can't stop you from acting like a madman, but you're going to have to come to Georgia and enforce it yourself. SEPA tells the local law enforcement you may only enforce state law when it comes to our gun rights. It's gorgeous and it's meant to protect us from the radical left and the tyrants. Josh Clark is a huge supporter of SEPA. Not only that, Josh didn't tell us in a survey that he'd just vote yes if it ever made it through the bureaucracy of the Georgia Senate. No, he said that he wanted to fight for it. He wanted to sponsor the legislation, which meant that he would have to fight to get a committee hearing, bring in expert witnesses and testimony to pass it out of committee. He wanted to bring it to the Senate floor for a full vote. Josh wants to lead the charge on this pro-gun legislation, and for that we commend him. Josh also said that he would fight any attacks on our critical self-defense law, Stand Your Ground. The radical left wants to repeal it. Josh says absolutely not. The radical left wants to ban AR-15s. Josh says good luck, not happening. Heck no, I'm voting no. Josh was a no vote on all of the radical left's agenda, and he is a strong supporter of all the pro-gun legislation that we asked him about. And if you want to see his survey and the responses for yourself, they're on our website at georgiagunowners.org under the election tab, and you can actually download your own copy of Josh's signed survey. So all in all, Josh Clark, 100% pro-gun. Now, we sent the exact same survey over to Drew Echols, and Drew refused to complete his survey. Now, that's odd, and that's also alarming. That's a big red flag for us, pun intended. When a Republican candidate won't even go so far as to say they're pro-gun, when a Republican candidate won't go on the record and put their views on paper for all the world to see, you have to ask, what are they hiding? Well, all I can tell you for a fact is we don't know where Drew Echols stands on these important gun issues because he won't tell you. So guys, if this is alarming to you as it is to us, if you see Drew on the campaign trail, I think you got to ask him the very honest question, Drew, why are you afraid of the Second Amendment? Why are you not willing to answer your questionnaire? Why won't you tell us where you stand? Are you just going to be a fair weather friend on our gun rights? Or are you going to fight for us? And if you see Josh Clark, tell him thank you for being honest, for putting his views on the paper, so that way we could all see it and we can all hold him accountable to something. Again, Drew, we don't know, and that's concerning and alarming to us. What we do know about Josh is he's pro-gun. So guys, these are very important issues. These are very important facts. I hope that these are helpful to you as you make your decision before the May 21st primary, but I have a special ask of you. If you know any voters in Hall County who care about your gun rights as much as you do, please send them this video. Tag them in it, whatever it takes, so that way they can have these details as they're trying to form their own opinion before they go and cast their vote. Guys, stay safe and stay dangerous.